everybody. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jessica and I usually do vlogs type videos, but this is my first sit down video because I haven't filmed in a while and my whole life is different pretty much. So thank you for tuning in and thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy it and look out for future videos that will be super interesting that you'll hear more about in this video. So thank you and welcome to my channel. So the first thing I want to talk about is I am pregnant. I'm about 34 and some days pregnant, 34 weeks. And on Christmas Eve, actually, it'll be 1 month to my due date. So I'm just about done with the pregnancy, which I'm happy about. I'm not loving being pregnant from the very beginning. I didn't love it, and I've had a pretty easy pregnancy, so I don't even know why it's been so hard for me. Like, I've had no morning sickness. The only thing now that I want to be done with is how uncomfortable I am, because I can't get comfortable when I'm laying down and I have to get up to pee a bunch, and it's a whole big thing. But anyways, I made a list because one of the things that I'm experiencing right now is the memory of a mosquito. I can't remember anything. I don't know why, if that's just something that happens as you progress in your pregnancy, but it's awful. But anyways, let's start with my cravings. So I haven't really had a lot of weird cravings. Everyone tells me that you'll crave the craziest things, and I haven't. For my first probably 20 weeks, I didn't want to eat anything except for fruit and drink water, which I was totally fine with. I think that's definitely what's kept my weight gain kind of stable. I haven't gained more than I should have, which I'm grateful for. Hey everyone, it's Editing Jessica jumping in again. I just want to say I certainly did eat more than just fruit and drink water. I was just saying here that the only things I really, really wanted was fruit and water. But I did not just eat fruit. You can't live off just fruit, I don't think. I would never try. That doesn't seem very healthy. So, anyways, that's that. I ate food. I ate healthy food. I was good to go. Don't worry. So I'm still really into fruit and I'm still really into water. And then my newer one for the past couple weeks has been anything spicy. So flamethrower wraps from Dairy Queen are my best friend. Buffalo sauce, super yummy. I'm into it all. My cat's gonna come and screw up this. You have to excuse the mess on the bed. It's laundry day. But anyways, yeah, so spicy, fruit, and water. And that's what I quit. And that's the only things that I really crave. Otherwise, I'll eat, kind of whatever. I'm not super picky. I don't have any, oh my god. I don't have any, crazy aversions. I'm not into chicken, which is weird that I want flamethrower wraps because that's chicken. But if it's spicy chicken, then I'm into it. But if it's just regular chicken, I don't want it. So weird. The second thing is symptoms. So I've already mentioned memory loss. It just, I just can't remember anything. I was doing some training at work with some new staff, and I literally told them the same thing 4 times, and they were just being polite, so you, listen to it. Then probably, the 4th time, they were like, oh yeah, we went over this, and I was like, you'll just have to excuse me. I don't know what to do. Another symptom is I am so freaking tired. And I have been tired my whole pregnancy. That was probably the first thing I noticed when I thought I was pregnant, was how tired I was, and it has not gone away. I can sleep for 10 plus hours a night and wake up tired. It's so annoying, and I don't know how to get rid of it. I have low iron during this pregnancy, and I've had low iron in the past too, so I'm not super surprised. So maybe that's why, partially why I'm so tired is because of the low iron. I'm on supplements, but I don't know if they're doing anything. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm also just a sleepy person in general. And growing a human is really, really hard. So, I have to give myself some credit, at least. Another symptom is heartburn. and moodiness. I'm so bitchy this whole pregnancy, like, oh my god, my poor boyfriend, but he's been pretty good with it, and he hasn't like got frustrated with me or anything, even though I've been pretty miserable. So kudos to him. So I can't do a pregnancy video without, sorry, my cat's like, she loves these flare pens, and she's like laying on the table and I'm like playing with the pen and she's like following it with her eyes. It's the funniest thing. I hope she doesn't pounce at me. Anyways, I can't do a pregnancy video without talking about being pregnant in a pandemic. So I live in Saskatchewan, Canada, and our cases are pretty high right now, but definitely not compared to other places in the world. So I'm pretty lucky to live here right now and be pregnant because my partner can still come with me to all of my doctor's appointments, and he's come with me to my ultrasounds and everything like that. So he hasn't really been left out, which I really, really appreciate, because I know in some places like you can't bring a support person at all, and I am allowed to bring a support person, so I'm really grateful for that. And people have been asking me like what's different about being pregnant in a pandemic, and like, granted, I don't really know, this is my first pregnancy, so I don't have anything to compare it to, but like, as far as it seems, there's not a whole lot different. In the delivery room, I can only have me and my partner, obviously, which I'm okay with. It at first I was a little upset because I wanted either my sister or my mom. I'm just gonna leave her in there, but it's not gonna happen. But it might be nice to just like have the calmness of just me and him, because it's gonna be crazy afterwards. Hopefully we can either figure out what to do about our families visiting, or I don't know, something, because we have fairly big families, and the gathering limits right now are 5. We'll have to figure that out. Some restrictions are being revisited on January 15th, and I'm due January 24th, so hopefully things will be a little different. Another thing is, my doctor has mentioned induction to me a couple times now. I have other health conditions going on, so apparently it's dangerous to go past my due date, so she said she will offer me induction on my due date, which I think I'll take, just because I want to make sure this baby is safe and everything. But I'm not happy about it. From the research I've done, induction is kind of terrifying. It's very painful because your body is not ready to go into labor, and you don't have like the hours and hours of little contractions to prepare your body for the big contractions. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll go into labor beforehand. I have a feeling I will. Like, it's a boy, and I have a feeling he's gonna come like around January 17th, and I don't know why, but that's just what I'm feeling. He's moving a ton now. He used to just move at night when I laid down, and now he's moving during the day, and I'll feel him randomly throughout the day. He really likes sugary drinks. Like, he gets like a sugar high or something when I drink sugary drinks, so that's really funny. But yeah, he's moving. He's healthy. My last ultrasound, he was 4 pounds 9 ounces, and on the 67th percentile. So he's bigger than 67% of babies his gestation, but apparently it's still normal. Like, a big baby is like 90th percentile and over. But I do have a history of big babies in my family, so I'm really hoping that he's gonna be like a cute little petite baby that'll just like come on out, but we'll see. Then the last thing pregnancy related is maternity leave. I am going on maternity leave on the technically Christmas Eve. My last shift at my job is the day before Christmas Eve, so December 23rd. And I work 1 to 11:30, which brings me to my next point, which is work. I'm starting to edit this video, and I just had boneless wings with hot sauce on him, and now he's like jumping around in my belly. It's so weird how babies react to things that like the mother is craving. It's just so bizarre to me. I also think I have a video of him moving a bit, so I'll try to insert that too, and I will also insert a clip of the nursery so you guys can kind of see the before, and then I won't show you the after until it's done, because it's not done, but I'll show you the process of doing it, like I said. So I just wanted to jump on here and say that I will insert those videos, and maybe he'll grow up to be a spicy lover like I am. So in terms of work, if you watched any of my videos, you know I just graduated university, and I have my Bachelor of Education, Arts Education degree. So I'm an art teacher, but I can also teach kind of any other subjects, like any subjects from probably K to 6, and then art and English in the higher years. Though I would never teach math. I don't do math. I really hate math, so same with science. But anyways, I just graduated kind of right as Saskatchewan went into lockdown. My last month or so of school was online school. Quit! She's literally I don't know if you can see it. Anyways, so I applied for some teaching jobs. This is before I knew I was pregnant. So I applied for some teaching jobs, and I didn't get any calls. And there was a bit of a hiring freeze in Saskatchewan while everything kind of transitioned to online, and they figured out what they were going to do with schooling. So I did not get a teaching job this year, and so I took a job with troubled youth. So it's like youth in care, and my position is a caseworker, and I worked there since the end of August or so. So I spent a couple of months trying to find a job, and I got a couple, and then they decided there were no positions for me or whatever. So it's been a struggle, and it's been stressful in terms of that, because I am doing Kirby, stop. I'm doing employment insurance maternity leave instead of maternity leave from my permanent job. So I needed X amount of hours to qualify for that, insured hours. And I have that. And actually they just lowered that because of COVID. So I only need 120 insured hours, and I have over 600. So I'm good to go in terms of that, but it was definitely stressful to try to navigate that, especially because I've never dealt with employment insurance or anything. I've never needed to. So this is kind of my first taste of that, and it's been interesting for sure. So yeah, the job is okay. It's definitely not what I was meant to do long term. It's I don't want to call it a placeholder job, because you can't have this job as a placeholder job. You need to care in order to do this job, and I definitely do. But my heart is in teaching, so I know that's where I need to be, and that is where I'm going to be next year. I actually plan on, so in Canada you get a year of paid maternity leave, and it can be split with your partner. So I'm taking the first 8 months, and then he's going to take the last 4, so I can start teaching hopefully full-time in September. But if it's not full-time, then I'm kind of okay with that, as long as it's something. So that's kind of where I am for work, and I'm really excited to have my last shift coming up. They're long. They're 10.5 hours, so I work 1 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. and it's a lot, and it's hard. They're youth that are troubled in a way, and they don't have proper parental supports and anything like that. So yeah, this cat, I swear to God. So that's what we're doing for work, and I can apply for maternity leave pretty much right when I stop working and start getting it right away. So it's gonna work good. She's mad that I'm not paying attention to her, I think. The neediest cat in the world. So the last thing I want to talk about is kind of odds and ends. A couple things have changed from my last videos, and probably the biggest thing is I moved. So I'm now renting a house with my partner. It's a 3-bedroom house, and we really like being in a house, and we really like having 3 bedrooms, because our apartment was a 2-bedroom, and when we found out I was pregnant, we were like, that's not gonna work. We wanted a guest room for when people come and see him, because like I didn't want to give up my living room or anything like that, so I needed something. We decided we needed something a little bigger. We thought this house really isn't bigger. I guess it is because there's another bedroom, but there's like no storage here, so we've really been struggling with storage issues, and especially now that we have like all this baby stuff, and all of these people have been giving me like thousands of diapers. Like, oh my god, I have so many diapers and I don't know what to do with them all right now because I just don't have the place to store it. And we got some clothes from a family friend, and I'm taking them to my parents to store because I can't store them here. So we're working on it. It's getting done, but it's been a struggle. But other than that, we really do like the house, and I am a huge fan of being in a house as opposed to an apartment. I hate walking up like 4 flights of stairs to get just into my apartment, especially with like groceries and stuff. That has been the biggest thing I've noticed, is that bringing groceries are so much easier because it's just like right outside. It's Christmas coming up soon, finally, so I'm gonna do a couple upcoming videos. One will be a nursery tour, and one will be baby registries and kind of gifts we've gotten. Then another will be Christmas related, because you have to do a Christmas video around Christmas. I'll actually film that today because I'm going to be wrapping some presents, and I went to get some presents. So yeah, that's kind of the update. The biggest things is I'm not teaching and I'm pregnant, so there'll be some pregnancy related videos. Only 1 more month and then he's here and I'm done with being pregnant. So that is the video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out those future videos, especially the nursery one. I think it'll be so cute. I'm excited to actually like get in there and get started. I'm gonna do that in the new year when I'm on my maternity leave. And yeah, just check out the videos, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and be sure to click the bell notification if you want to be notified of my future videos as well. So thank you. I appreciate you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Look at her. She's the cutest, but she's so freaking bad these days. And very needy. She was laying on this table the whole time I was doing it.